Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Caught in the Act Unfaithful Season 2, Episode 6, called Any OD Will Do. I mean, it's not really any OD, it's just really any D will do for Miss Nikki. So, Tammy meets up with Andrew. When I first saw Andrew, the first thing I saw and said was like, dang, his neck looks stiff. Other than that, I'm just like, are we back in like the 1990s, early 2000s? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we back to the teen rom-com type movies? 10 Things I Hate About You, American Pie, and stuff. I feel like I was literally just talking with somebody about this. How back in the day, this is all we was seeing, and we loved it. But I saw him, I'm like, okay, you clearly are a part of another time other than the time of today. But okay, go ahead. What you on this show for? Like, you don't seem like the type of person that would be on this show. I'm not just saying that because of who you are, because there's other people of you who was on this show, but you just don't give me the vibes that would come on this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even seem like you would be on the actual Cheaters show. Like, this is a ratchet version of Cheaters. So it's like, I guess we're trying to show diversity, but it's like, bruh, why would you do this to yourself? Like, don't come on this show. Please, just don't. But you're here. So we're going to talk about you, what you got going on with your girl. They've been together for 2 years. Her name is Nikki. And, she's 8 years older than him. She's 28. He's 20. I'm like, oh, you're not even legal enough to drink? I know there was a time when we was all not able to drink legally, even though, we, for the most part, we still was drinking and stuff. But, it's just when I be seeing people like this on this show or any type of show and stuff, and you're not even legal enough to drink, I'm like, please just come back when you're 21. Don't be in this foolishness of TV, reality TV, all this stuff going on. And, come on, I know you're trying to find ways to make money. Hopefully you got a check from this show, but just wait till your 21st birthday, okay? Because all of this could be settled with a glass of whiskey. Not condoning drinking, because sometimes people could take it too far. But just relax, bro. Because right now you don't need to be dealing with this mess, and you're not even 21. Not that you should be dealing with this mess after 21, but I talk too much. Back to the show. Anyway, she's 8 years older than him, and, she has her own place, but she don't got no job because he's taking care of her. Her parents taking care of her. Clearly her parents taking care of her, because I saw she was driving a Porsche. I'm like, you got no job, but you got your own apartment, and you got a Porsche. Clearly, I cannot afford to even be doing this review because homegirl just living the life that a lot of people wish they could live. But okay, they've been doing good, his parents like her and whatnot, and she's ready to have kids and stuff because she wants to have kids before she's 30 because of her culture. That's what he tells us at first, but clearly that's not the case. And the reason why he suspects that she's cheating is because she's been getting very kind of friendly and close with her yoga instructor. And in the beginning it was just their sessions, but it turned out to be like she's hanging out with him 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So he wants to know what's going on. Tammy takes on the case. Okay. So Patrice is the PI for this episode. She follows Nikki for day 1. Nothing really happens. Then on day 2, she goes to the yoga session with her instructor, Peter. After that, she leaves. There was kind of touchy-feely at the yoga session, but then they meet up at a restaurant for lunch, and they kind of sitting close and kissing and whatnot. And I guess Andrew called her at the lunch. She didn't answer. She looked annoyed, whatever the case may be. And then on day 3, she meets up with Peter again, and, he goes to her house, knows the door code and everything, goes up to her house. They leave, go to the skate park, have a little day at the skate park. They making out in the skate park. Then they get out of the skate park, and we thought they was going to leave, but they really just go down 2 spaces, literally, like 2 spaces, to go more to the end of the parking lot. Even though it's only like 2 spaces over, so the light is still shining. They don't got no tinted windows, so you can see everything going on. And they just try to recreate the scene from Titanic when Rose and Jack had a little canoodling in the car, because they get out the front seat, they go to the back seat, you know what I'm saying, and they get it on and popping, a little shaky going on in the car, her hand touching the window, literally going sliding down the window just like Rose in the Titanic. Now I'm just gonna let it all be all out there because we didn't get to see this scene until they were showing Andrew homeboy the footage. But since we're talking about this scene of them doing what they do in the car, then you see, I'm assuming, her foot on the window. So first it was her hand like this, and then it became her foot like this. I think it was her foot. And like I said, you just see the car going back and forth, so you know what they're doing. Now, I just hope for the sake of reality TV that this is real, because if y'all just doing this and there's really nothing going on, then it's like, what a waste. What a waste of me explaining such sensual relations going on, and there's really nothing going on. But whatever. So we have Tammy and Ken. They meet up with Andrew to show him the footage of what done happened. He's tense, and Andrew being Andrew, if you catch my drift, he just kind of goes berserk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He just starts hitting himself in the head with the tissue box, and, he goes around throwing things and whatnot, goes to commercial for dramatic effect, comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. Tammy says she understands he's angry and needs to get through his emotions, but to keep her place confined and in one. And I'm just like, Tammy, then this is not the place for you to be showing these people these videos, because it seems like every episode for season 2 thus far, for the most part, they've been tearing up your office. So maybe we need to do it in like one of those break rooms type of thing, and then so they could just be doing all this rage and on other people's stuff and not your stuff. But okay, so they get him to sit back down, and he looks like he wants to cry. It looks like he attempts to cry, but he really don't even cry. So I'm like, oh, but you're not even crying. So how real is this, guys? I don't know, but I'm reviewing it anyway. So he still, like I said, kind of does self-destruction, literally hits himself in the head, and I'm just like, sir, are you okay? Like, I know you're trying to show the part and act the part, but you don't need to be doing this. You don't need to hit yourself on the head, okay? We do not need you going to the hospital because you made yourself have a concussion, because you did it upon yourself, okay? We need to finish this show, okay? This episode, okay? Because time's a ticking and time is money, okay? So, Andrew, please, enough with the hitting yourself on the head, because we don't got time for that. So, of course, Tammy offers a team up for the takedown. Andrew chooses the takedown, and then they meet up for the takedown. No other place than the yoga session, studio, whatever. So they see the video, and it's like a more sensual yoga session. She really on top of homeboy, they making out and whatnot. Andrew walks in, asks, says, "What the F? How long has this been going on?" Peter says a year. Nikki immediately starts crying and, tries to go to Andrew and apologize and whatnot. And nothing really conspires. Ain't no real beef. Andrew tries to go to Peter, but of course there's security there, so ain't nothing gonna happen. Peter's trying to say, you can't take care of her like I can, pretty much calling Andrew a bum and whatnot. And this little boy, he don't really say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. But Tammy takes Nikki to talk to the side. Nikki explains that, I guess maybe due to health reasons, her doctor said that after she turns 30, she will be I don't know if it's like every year she'll lose a percentage of being fertile. So once again, I don't know how real this is, but she's like, why didn't you tell Andrew? And that is a very good question, because if you want to have kids right away, and you're saying it's your culture or whatever, if you're with homeboy, especially for 2 years, that doesn't make sense for you not to tell him the reason why you want to have kids so soon. I mean, it's not that it's soon, but it's just like why you want to have kids like right away, even though y'all only been together for 2 years and y'all don't really seem like y'all talking about anything other than just kids. So, okay, I guess, but there ain't no reason why you couldn't have told him. It's like, to me, it's like one thing. I thought the secret was going to be that she's pregnant already by Peter, but it's like, if it's the real reason of why you want to have kids so soon, that seems like something that you would want to tell him as soon as possible if y'all talking about having kids. But I have to remember, this is reality TV, and this show you have to take with a grain of salt. So we get back to Andrew and Peter saying, he loves her, she loves him. All she do is talk crap about Andrew, and he can't take care of her like he can, whatnot. And he even says he's ready to propose to her today and start making babies or start practicing or whatever to make babies tonight. Gets on one knee to propose to her, asking if she will marry him. Goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. And Nikki chooses Andrew. And Andrew said it's over. He don't want her. He said from the beginning, if he finds out she's cheating, he don't want her. He's done. And I'm like, yes, Andrew, stay in it. Stay in it. Don't let her bring you down, okay? Because she's full-blown having sex with this guy over here. Pause. Side note. I'm looking at Peter. I'm like, Peter, you look very familiar. I've seen you from somewhere before. Like, not in person, but I feel like on TV or something. So it's like, Peter, is this just another little gig for you to get some money? Because I'm like, you look very familiar. But anywho, in the case, whatever. He wants to be with Nikki so bad, even though she literally showed him to his face that she wants homeboy Andrew over him. But he's still fighting for her. It seems like Andrew's done with her. And even Andrew said when he was watching the footage of them being canoodling and stuff in the restaurant for lunch, that she don't even like be this sensual and have this physical intimacy with him like in public and whatnot. So I'm like, then this is clearly not someone you should be with if that's what you want. And she's not willing to do that with you, but she's willing to do that with homeboy Peter, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, good. You're not going to be with her, fine. He tries to walk off. She says she wants a hug. She tries to hug him. He blocks the hug. He walks out. She goes after him, whatnot. And, she admits to Tammy that she was being selfish and whatnot. And so I can appreciate that she took accountability, unlike all the other guys on this show. So, good for her. And best of luck to her. And I guess Peter's just surprised that she still chose Andrew, even though she talks so much crap about him to you. Peter, she talks crap about him to you, so she can make you feel good that you're the one, but in actuality, you're not the one. For the most part, I realized from watching this show, the cheaters always still want to go with the person that came on the show to see if they was cheating in the first place. So the mistress, for the most part, never wins. That's the moral of this, of both seasons, really. But I mean, there ain't nothing really else to take from that. Because then 3 months later, we find out that Andrew's still single. He don't know what's going on with her. He doesn't know what's going on with her and Peter. He left that in the past. And he's just trying to do him. But he does admit that he was in a funk since the breakup. But he's pushing through. In a funk for what? For her? Andrew, listen. Andrew, listen here, bro. Okay. I know you ain't never going to see this video. Okay? You probably never going to see this video. But listen, bro. There's plenty of females, plenty of chicks out here who's willing to deal with you. As much as you work and all that stuff, you literally came to the van in your work attire with your apron on and stuff. Like, you're a hardworking guy, and you finna probably get a little decent check from this show. So look, forget Nikki and Peter, F them. Okay, focus on you. I'm sure some blonde hair, blue-eyed, beautiful little teenager, college graduate, I'm pretty sure they looking at you on TV right now. It's like, oh my God, she's so hot. So I'm pretty sure your DM blowing up right now. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't let a homegirl who's 28 and can't even communicate that, her doctor done said she need to have kids to bring you down. Okay, look at the title of this episode. Any D will do. Not even old. Any D will do for her. Don't worry about her. Don't be in a funk. Once again, like I said, F her. F Peter too, because he knew about you, but he was still doing her, even though he knew she was doing you too. I don't know if y'all was doing each other, but it don't matter. That's it. It's okay. It's okay, bro. You'll be okay. You will suffice. You will prevail. Like you kept saying this episode, the sun will still come up the next day or whatever he done said. But that was it, guys. That was the end of the episode. It was a cute little episode. You'll be all right, Andrew. You'll be fine. Okay. Anyway, that's it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't laugh, come back next week. Hopefully I can make you laugh so you can subscribe. Comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.